So today's messages, I have three. Okay. So the first one is the problem is you're wanting peace from everyone so that you don't have to do the uncomfortable work on your own. You're probably someone who likes to help people. You love to feel their pain on their behalf, or you can feel their pain on their behalf. And a part of you enjoys that too, because to have empathy in a world that feels so cold sometimes can be like a cup of tea. It's a welcoming act. It's a gift for somebody. But now the thing is, you're going to have to save yourself, because here's the thing. The description J. Krishnamurti said, the description is not the described. What does that mean? You cannot describe God. You can only describe God to so much, to a certain extent. God is an experience. You have to experience God. God is a discovery that needs to be experienced. That's it. God is a discovery that needs to be discovered in relationship. So this thing of having to know God in a certain way, it's a very personal relationship that you can take from other sources and go, okay, that's your version, that's your version, that's your version, that's your version. But from all these versions that I have been told, what's the experience? You have to go in here, right? You have to go into the heart and experience the discomfort that comes with peace. Because ultimately, peace comes with destruction. And it says, be ye renewed, be ye transformed by the daily renewal of your mind. It means that daily you need to renew your mind. What was yesterday isn't today. You got to see things from a new perspective, completely. So that's a strong message, is start dealing with discomfort. Be uncomfortable. Learn how to, you can't keep bouncing around from different relationships. Learn to sit with discomfort and ask it questions. Where were you? What are you doing? Why are you here? Exactly how you would do a partner, but instead of frustrating them, frustrate yourself, because you're frustrating them already, but frustrate yourself so that you can feel it. And the thing is, they are helping you mirror this frustration that you have within you. That's discomfort. Get to know your friend. The second message is you become your environment. And another way you can also say it is, or it was more of a question, what are you a vibrational match to? So earlier I wanted to share, but there was like so much wind where I was outside. So then I guess these two other messages needed to be added for today. Years ago, really young, I was dating someone older than me, relatively older than me if you look at how young I was back then. And this man was single, obviously not married because he was dating me, but his friends were married. And I remember it started getting really uncomfortable for me, because we would go out with him and his friends, and sometimes I'll see him and his wives, but then sometimes we would go different places and I'll see them bringing their girlfriends and friends of the girlfriends. And we were speaking just in an argument. We just couldn't align with this. And I was like, I may be young, but this thing is like a no-no for me. That's something that I will not tolerate. And I said, the thing is, you are so comfortable with your friends stepping outside of their marriages And as they're stepping outside of their marriages, you are bringing me into this as well. I am seeing the wives, and now I'm seeing the girlfriends, and I must pretend like I don't see anything. I was like, this does not align for me. And if you accept this in your life, that means if we ever decide to get married, this is something that you're going to see as absolutely normal, because my friends, I love them, they love me. And it's going to be so normal that when I'm not there, they're going to bring their friends. So alignment is so key with what you want to become, the vision of who you have chosen to be, your highest perspective, and your environment. Is it serving you? Are the people, places, and things supporting you to become the best version of you? Because if they are not supporting the best version of you that God in your heart has led you to believe, that this is something that I need you to do, there are certain tasks that I need you to do here on earth. And are you willing to? Because that's the vision I have for you. And if you are allowing the people if you are allowing the people to have precedence over God, then you need to observe, what are you idolizing? What God are you serving? Okay, because God, love, holds space for tension, unconditional love for the likes and the dislikes. Conditional love, the God of fear, only holds love when it's good. Doesn't want to entertain the love when it's uncomfortable. So you become your environment. I want to share another story. A friend of mine came to stay with me, and my friend drinks a lot of water. Was drinking a lot of water, and I was like, I started drinking more water because it was a habit I wanted to start adding into my life anyways. So even within those few days of their presence, that's how easily your environment changes you. So observe the people, places, and things. Are they supporting the version that God has designated you to be, or the designation God has for you? Are they supporting you? Because now this is where discomfort, you need to start making friends with it, because it's going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming to you. It's like, I don't know if you're in South Africa, you've seen that advert with the chicken licking and the craving, that little, should I call it like a little monster? Gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger up until it's like, go get the chicken licking wings. So it's like that with the energy. It's that instant. Just even within a day, I was like, this person really drinks a lot of water. I was like, oh, I don't really drink that much as I would like to. Let me start. So observe the people who are influencing you. Third message, and it kind of lines up now as I think about it to the second message about your environment. The vision God has for you and the vision God has granted you is for you. It's for you to take that hero's journey and to discover God by experience. God is not just once every Sunday. God is in each breath that you take, in and out. God is uncomfortable, brings discomfort and comfort, because God is able to, the universe is able to hold tension between the highs and the lows. God is able to hold tension steadily because that's what love does. It holds the tension with an embrace and with truth. And it will tell you, and it will be like, yeah, what you're doing here, and you know it, right? So your vision that God has given you, when you refuse to take it and you want to conform to what your family says, to what society says, to what your friends say, what you're ultimately choosing is to belong to the human being rather than the one who gave you life. And I'm not saying the one who birthed, the one who gave you life, the one who designed you, has specific instructions for you to perform here on earth. And there's a uniqueness within you that you have to discover by saying, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you on such a deep level. I want to feel the abundance of love. Feeling love, let me tell you, is challenging. Feeling love is challenging because you have been conditioned to believe a love that is void of love, the full immensity of it. Because right now, some love, when you're in toxicity and when you're in chaos, it's like half. That's why they say my better half, abo better half, those things, the half. Because you're looking for someone to complete you, whereas you need to complete you. You are the one you've been looking for. You are the one you need to commit to. And then it goes back into these friends where I knew at some stage that he would easily be able to adopt and have a girlfriend in our marriage if that was going to be our path. Easily. So, in the vision God has for you, there are clear instructions. Right now, what I got before I put this video up was God saying, go build this thing. Here are the tools. You are basically limiting yourself by going, where is it going to go? You're asking God and you are worried. Someone has said, you are going to, let's take Noah and the ark. You are going to build a boat. And this is why you're going to build the boat. And this is how big it needs to be. These are the measurements, X, Y, Z. And if Noah had to say, where am I going to put it? Like, you'll be given the instructions. The one who has given you the instructions is the one who is going to give you the instructions. Do you know what I mean? This is just a reminder, by the way. But the one who has given you instructions is giving you instructions. And sometimes the reason why God won't give you the complete picture, God will give you like, I almost wanted to say like he here. God will give you like a, you know, when you in your dreams and then it's towards the end and you can hear your alarm waking you up, and then you have that like blurry image. You can see that thing but you can't see that thing, but you know there's a thing. And now it's up to you, where it says, give us today our daily bread. Give us today our daily bread. What is your sustenance for today? It doesn't say yearly bread. It doesn't say lifetime bread. It says, give us today our daily bread. We get so stuck as a society because we've been groomed to believe at a young age we need to know what we're going to do for the rest of our lives. So everybody goes, oh, they're going to be a nurse. Oh, they're going to be a doctor. Oh, they're going to be a teacher. Oh, they're going to be an engineer, whatever it is. And you get so excited. And then the child changes. But then because that was the parents' form of security, it holds them to this vision because this is what feels safe. I'll repeat, God is discovery. And you can only, when you discover on your own, that's when you experience. But when you're trying to experience what someone else has experienced, you're going to get the description that is not the described. So give us today our daily bread. And what came up was your vision in completion is today, because this is all we have. We think we have many more years ahead of us, and they've been in history like a general case of where they'll go in 19 what in 18 what. This is the trajectory of the age, the death of age groups between women and female, and it changes, right? But the vision of what you see is today. So the one who gave you the message will help you complete the message. I don't know what I said earlier, but it's not this, but it's part of it. It's part of it. I'm going to leave it. It's part of it. But your vision is today. Sometimes when I go back to, we've been groomed as kids or children that we need to know what we want, when God is expansive. As we breathe and as we breathe in and as we breathe out, so much is happening within that one breath. Sometimes it's bigger. Sometimes it's shorter. But God is in the breath. So your vision, every day you are being given instructions because you've already seen the end in mind. But the physical body, in order to see that version that you see, has to release the limitations. I keep going back to my talks where I bring in the Michelangelo. In order for the Michelangelo through that marble piece to be curved, it was so specific and detailed that every day was a certain chipping. Because if he had tried to just chip the whole thing at once, it wouldn't have worked. Precision. So allow God's precision in your life to serve you, and for you to mutually in relationship serve it by listening. Yeah. If you want a personal reading and you want to go a little bit deeper on your own, and there's something really more specific that you just like, I get you, but I don't quite get you, and there's something that is very specific to me, then please email me in the description below. My email is there, and we can get in touch and to help you on your hero's journey, because you have to save yourself. You have to feel the brainwashing of the conditioning. You have to let it wash over you and cleanse you, so that through your rebirthing and your death, you're living. Okay. So I look forward to one day being able to work with you if you are ready and you're ready to commit to yourself. That's generally who I can hold space for. If you're willing to go, I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing to love all that I've said I don't like, all of it. I'm choosing to discover God and experience. Because as much as there's pain, there's also beauty. But through the self-mastery and the embodiment, that's the alchemy. That's the understanding who you are by experiencing who you are not. Okay. Sending love, by the way.